It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
Good morning. Saturday morning. It's the Real Estate U Show here in our, where we at?
Oh my God. You had a rough week, I think.
Yes, I did. People just don't know the pressure I'm under. This Real Estate U Show brought to REUworldwide.com and our Homes and Land Studios, powered by myaltahomes.com. Live streaming on the HughesNet Satellite Network. REUworldwide.com is where you find us at, because basically you don't have to look for the station because it's directed to the station, right? The REU Show is brought by Pattern One Properties, a premier real estate firm headquartered in Houston, Texas, creating the standard in real estate representation, buying, selling, and investing in real estate. We're here each and every Saturday, except last Saturday because the monster-in-law to my right, she married her one and only child, the lovely Sabrina, to the amazingly durable Eddie. That's what I'm calling durable. He's durable. Okay. But it was a great time had by all. I didn't get to drink as much as I wanted to, but that was her fault. Anyway, yeah, there you go.
Don't worry, I drank for you.
Yeah, I know. She surely did, people. Brought to you by YourMortgagePro.biz, powered by Lone Peak Lending in Open Town, Texas, with 11 Houston area locations. I need to update that. It's 13. Okay. 25 in Texas, need to update that. It's 27. So it's not my fault. You can follow us on Instagram, Real Estate U Show. Our studio includes industry leaders and knowledge that's incomparable in the marketplace. Real Estate U is about all things real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial property sales and finance, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. Okay. Now, I'm joined by our very esteemed award-winning real estate broker owner, aka the monster-in-law, since she now has a son-in-law, Dina Ramos of Platinum One Property and host of Dina's Realtorette. Hey, D, how you doing?
Good morning.
You
We
happy?
missed you.
Yeah.
You happy? That, you know. See,
Yeah.
I always looked at, when my daughter got married, she was off my payroll. That's how I looked at it.
I mean, it's a lot that goes into weddings, and my daughter and son-in-law did a wonderful job.
It was amazing.
It was.
It was absolutely amazing, beautiful. And when Dina speaks to her child, Sabrina, she speaks with glowing admiration,
Yes.
but it's totally on point. That young lady didn't miss a beat when it came to taking care of those little things in regard to the wedding.
She
and the
even had
reception.
sandals.
She had sandals for the ladies whose feet was going to be hurting because of the cute shoes they was wearing trying to be cute at the wedding. Let's not lay that part out. But then I thought the funnest part of it was, you know how you have those books where you sign in and I was a guest? They had a Polaroid camera so you could take a picture so that she could match the picture with the message which you put into the book.
Yeah.
So she has a true memory book that is aligned with the picture, with the individual's picture who wrote the memory.
Yeah.
It was little things like that. Then there was the band, and then there was a saxophone player, and then there was this, and they didn't miss a beat. And because there was two cultures melting together, Mexican and Italian, they had food for the Mexican side and the Italian side. And yes, people, I ate both sides.
Yes, he couldn't pick a favorite. Did you see Sabrina join the band and play the drums?
No, I missed that part.
That too.
I
I was
missed
outside
that
in the
part.
patio.
I was outside in the car falling asleep.
I was like, what's my husband?
And he went further because now, see, all the way up there, I'm thinking that Sabrina's getting married on Saturday. She got married on Friday afternoon. So unbeknownst to me, in my mind, I'm thinking Saturday wedding. So I planned everything about slow easing it Friday, driving up Saturday for the wedding, driving on easy Friday, spending the night, get up, just come out. No, she's getting married today. No, she's not. I'm telling you, no, she's not. She said, you better look at that invitation. I had to cancel everything I had planned that Friday, jump on the freeway, and we got into the church when she was kneeling before the altar. Okay?
At least y'all made it safe. That's all I gotta say.
Because we had to rock through a storm to get there. So I was like, can you see? I can't see. I saw the little white lines on the ground. I said, I figure as long as I don't ease to the left, we safe.
I know. And y'all didn't ride on the party bus either, did you?
No, we was all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Now you can learn more about Platinum One Properties at PlatinumOneProperties.com. Spell out the word one, don't be a dummy. And I'm also joined by our mortgage solution pro, the hardest working woman in mortgage, Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending.
That'd be me.
W. Okay. The RU Alliance consists of Open Title of Texas, Alta Homes, Build and Boost, Homes and Land Magazine, the training centers where realtors go to elevate their business, Panorama Studios, Butler Media, Machette Photography, and commercial real estate lender, Osborne Advisors. Now, today's topic is holiday home buying. Holiday home buying. And holiday home buying is always a different animal because I've always gotten mad if I bought something earlier, and then you see this discount that they give at the end of the year, like, why you ain't give me that damn discount in July? Didn't you have a July 4th holiday discount? The hell wrong with you? All right. So we're going to be talking about holiday home buying. We're going to be talking about vacation homes. Okay. We're going to be talking about second homes because a second home and a vacation home are actually two different things. They're two different things. And then I'm going to add something that I didn't know. All right. Those tiny homes that you can put in your backyard. They're not so tiny.
No, they're nice.
They get you get a bedroom, a kitchen, walk-in closet, bathroom, whole shooting mat, and it's sitting in the size of a hotel room, like about 450 square feet.
Yeah.
I told him I wanted those for the backyard. He goes, no, you're not
No,
going to do that.
Yeah, because see, she's trying to sneak in some of her relatives. That's why.
Wow.
They're actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can use it as an office or just like a meditation room, whatever you want. But I mean, they make them nice nowadays.
She shed.
They said she shed. They said man cave. They said casita. They said mother-in-law quarters. It was a whole list of things. And there's a lot of these tiny home companies popping up now. Right? And you do have to get approval from the city that you're in. No, not the city. It's legal to put a home on your own property. You just have to get the plans approved.
Yeah,
right.
It's like adding a room. It's like adding a room, stuff like that. So those are things that we're going to be talking about today on the Real Estate U Show. And but I saw one tiny home. I said, okay, that could be me all by myself. No damn company.
There you go.
3 locks on the door. I could have the temperature in there, whatever I wanted to be, the volume of the TV, whatever I wanted to be, and just be in heaven. I got to look into this tiny home.
Oh my God, it's on daydreaming, drifting away in some fantasy land with the tiny home.
Not even so bad.
This Molly's not a bad idea. So it's a Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Craig, joined by Dina Ramos and Jennifer Nina. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time to noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break right here. We're going to come back in and fold into those things that you can do for holiday purchases, as well as talking about buying vacation homes. Take a break, pay some bills.
Are you a Texas real estate professional looking for a better title company experience? One without the headache or poor customer experience? At Open Title Texas, our mission is to make the closing process as stress-free and efficient as possible for everyone involved. With an attorney leading our mission, we understand the importance of accuracy in all aspects of the title process. At Open Title Texas, we believe that our attention to detail and unwavering dedication to customer service is what sets us apart in the title industry. And we're not just a title company. We're a growth and business development agency. We're designed to elevate the future business of our clients, done through collaboration and exclusive programs to increase opportunities for clients and partners. Open Title of Texas, opening the door to home ownership. Reach out today at open-title.com.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate, want to learn from the pros, and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. I'm E.O. Crane. They're not, for obvious reasons. They have hair. Okay,
That is true.
we're talking about holiday purchasing, right? But before I get to holiday purchasing, I'm sorry, but I have to comment on this woman over here, the mother of the bride. Okay, Dina has always been beautiful. Okay, she's always been a looker. Yes, I didn't get a chance to tell you last week. You looked stunning.
Aw.
You looked absolutely stunning.
Aw, thank
You
y'all.
really, really not like.
She looks like 15.
Yeah, like okay, this is just wrong.
I have to hand it over to the people that did the hair and makeup that
Well,
day.
they did. Called them up, give them a damn raise or something.
I know.
You looked absolutely stunning. So when you came down the aisle, I had to do the double take. I said, "That's Dina." Like I said, she's always been beautiful, but I was like, what the hell? She got the whole thing working over here.
They
Yeah.
worked it.
Yeah.
You ever seen her all prepped up like that?
I like that for my whole thing. Well, like, no, this just wrong.
And then Sabrina was like, "Don't mess up your makeup by crying." I'm not, Mom. You better not. You better not. So I caught myself. I was like, "Oh, thank you."
But it was good.
It was just,
really
I
good.
kept thinking about it and just, and like I said, to see y'all's faces, to see the people that made it out
Yeah.
there, it just touched my heart so much because you start to think about how everybody's impacted your life, how it's gotten you there, how us working together has been able to help me even fund that way. That's just, because there's just people don't understand that your relationships,
Yeah.
your friendships and family. I mean,
Friends
That's-
sacrifice for each other.
yeah,
That's the
I
bottom
mean,
line.
it
Friends
just
sacrifice for each other.
it
Yep.
affects everything.
Yeah.
But next time, make sure I know that the wedding is on Friday. I got a problem with that part right there.
I'm gonna do a fact check from now on.
I mean,
What the hell?
and then your wife, I understand, won the dancing competition.
That's right.
Yeah,
I was in the car asleep. I ain't even there. Whatever. Whatever. What they got to do with me?
It was a good time.
Oh God! So we're talking about holiday home buying and vacation home buying. So Dean, when you have somebody that says, "I want to buy a vacation home," what kind of advice do you give?
Well, the first thing to be sure of is your financing in place? That's the first question, unless they're paying cash.
Okay.
And then after that, if those things have been squared away, then it is, what is your criteria? Where do you want to be? What is your goals? And, is it to, some people want to be by the water. Some people want to play pickleball all day long and stuff like you just, everybody has a different idea.
Right.
What
Right.
they want to do. So yeah, once we know the criteria, we can start, helping them find what they're looking for and pin it down.
Yeah, well, see, my vacation home is gonna be in my backyard with double locks.
In the tiny home.
And with double locks, basically, and an electric fence around the house. So if somebody touch it, they electrocute it.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause that's the only vacation I need for people to move around.
exactly.
But because I was talking about this yesterday. We had an event yesterday, and Claus and I were talking. Claus Hernandez, our friend with Claus Homes. So Claus and I were talking about he has a client that has just bought land here and has acreage in San Antonio.
Okay.
And so I asked him, so what are you going to do with the land in San Antonio? Well, he's going to sell the land in San Antonio because it's very hot over there. He'll sell the land in San Antonio and he's going to buy a vacation home and a second home. I said, aren't they one and the same? And then I thought about it. No, they're not. All right. So the vacation home, he wants to be in Pueblo, Colorado.
Okay.
Okay. And the second home, because this guy is he's in medicine, right?
Okay.
And so he wants to have a second home and in the medical center in a condo because he lives way out, all right?
Okay.
So you got to be available sometimes. So I said, so what are we looking at here? He says, well, the vacation home is 1.2 in Pueblo, Colorado. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Plus they're going to Airbnb it during, when he's not utilized. It's a vacation home, right? And then the condo that he wants is also $1 million.
Dang.
Yeah. So he wants to buy here. So now my question is, what the hell he living in now? Okay. That's my question. What the hell he living in now? So what he's living in now, he has a 6,000 square foot home out in Carlton Woods, in the Woodlands.
Okay.
Okay. So I said, damn, his wife got a whole bunch of houses to keep up with.
Right.
He's single.
Excuse me?
He's single. Okay. Because I asked him, was he looking for a spouse? Okay. So he's single. So now I'm looking at this whole dynamic. Vacation home, second home, multi-million-dollar house in Carlton Woods in the Woodlands already. Taxes. Taxes. He's looking at tax benefits.
Right.
He can write off that Airbnb business expense.
Yeah.
He can write off that second home in town business expense because he's
Correct.
in medicine, right?
Yeah.
And then you get the traditional taxes from your home ownership. So I'm like, so now it's not just buying a second home or a vacation, it's being strategic.
Correct.
From a tax benefit side. So as a mortgage professional, how do you guide them through that process?
Well, it's when you're in a higher tax bracket, you have to find tax deductions, right? Or expenses.
Right.
Because if not, you're going to end up paying it to Uncle Sam. So I've always been a firm believer, live it up.
Yeah.
Right. You can use those real estate or other vehicles like boats. But mainly people use the real estate to be able to get those expenses from their and create those expenses. So it's when you see people having more than 2 or 3, you start to have those conversations with them.
Right.
Okay, let's try to, you have 2 or 3 now, but have you thought about the goal of those properties or the protection of those properties, right?
Okay.
So I'm a firm believer, start from your day one if that's what you want to do, because it gets easier, right? You don't have to start moving things around. So that's a conversation definitely that I have with some customers. Some I'm just not ready.
Right. Because I'm looking at, I look at one mortgage, all right? And when it's different being responsible for one mortgage, but it's also, I've had 13 mortgages at one time before, but all the mortgages pay for themselves because of the rental agreements I had with the different corporations, for transient management. That's one thing. But when you're responsible for the mortgage out of your own income, that is stressful as hell. Okay. So I can only imagine with today's rates, million here, a million there, probably 3 million out
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
you got $5 million worth of mortgages.
$30,000 easy
Exactly.
a month.
You have $5 million mortgages, $5 million worth of homeowners insurance,
Yes.
and $5 million worth of
Way
taxes, and
up.
$5 million.
Yeah.
And think about it. You know you have to have maintenance on those properties because so that means he has lawn maintenance and care. And when he's not there, who's taking care of this? So you have all these expenses stacked up. And I was sitting there calculating on my own. Like, that man do about between $30,000 and $45,000 a month. All right. So I need to know what kind of medicine he is.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to know what kind of medicine he is. But you look at that. But then those are those high net worth buyers.
Yeah.
So, Dina, when you're dealing with a high net worth buyer, what kind of conversation, because you know their ego is going to drive the bus, but what kind of conversation do you have with them to make sure they understand the ramifications of overbuying?
The same conversation I'd have with any person at all in any price range, because there's
Okay.
always that desire sometimes to to extend yourself to the
Yeah.
max of your budget, whatever that budget is.
Right.
And so you have the same conversation, you know, so I'm going to have this conversation with you, you know, because I don't know you. So let's start off with, you know, just, you know, I'm hearing that you're looking to do this, this, and this.
Right.
Do you understand that the tax rate is this, and this is what you're looking at, and you're
Okay.
cool with that? And I just want to make sure there's no surprises for
Right.
you in this transaction. That you know, things you haven't considered. Are you looking to remodel or do anything different to this house or any additions? Then let's go ahead and visit with the HOA ahead of
Right.
time or what
Right.
have you, because the last thing you want to do is get into something and then find out, oh, I can't do that after all.
Right.
I can't put that tiny home in the back for EL.
Exactly.
So no,
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So this is any person. It's getting with a lender that educates you on your financial side of things, getting with a real estate professional who understands what your needs are. Sometimes you may get in an area in which the taxes are much higher than other areas, which will bump you into a different level of
Sure.
payments.
Mhm.
You know, so if this is a concern, you need to voice that to your real estate agent and let them do the homework for you before you start getting invested in a property.
Okay. Now, see, in the early 2000s, I was a mortgage lender's best client. I was my own client. But anyway, I was a mortgage lender. But then I had a couple of instances where I couldn't finance my own stuff. So I would go to the mortgage lender, or, you know, somebody they referred to me. I still got paid on it, but they referred to them, right? And I would say things like, I need you to give me the highest interest rate you got. And they would look at me like, what? I need you to give me the highest interest rate you have. Why would you ask for that? I need something to write off. All right, because that's saying there was no cap on the interest you can write off. So I need the highest interest rate possible. So I'm getting yield spread premium over here. I'm getting the highest interest rate, and I'm getting a tax benefit. And people said, and I remember one lender said, "This is smart." He was just shocked that most other business people didn't think that way. Everybody's going in to negotiate the lowest interest rate, but they're not thinking about the ramifications of the tax benefit of a higher interest rate. Okay, so I was like, no, highest one. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Because I'm writing all this crap off anyway. Bring it on, please bring it on. All right, and then of course you get the yield spread premium back there. I'm making money on the back end too. But sometimes you have to look at best practices for you to get the best benefit.
Yes.
Versus, oh, I need the lowest interest rate. The lowest interest rate might not be in your best interest. Like when we bought our house, I had a higher interest rate, but I had no private mortgage insurance. So I'll take the higher interest rate for no mortgage insurance, because if I took the one with the mortgage insurance, my payment would have been even higher. But people get so caught up in the little nuance, oh, I need a lower interest rate. No, you need to check out what you're getting on for a long-term benefit. So this is the Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not, for obvious reasons. It's just that the way it is, okay? So we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we're talking about purchasing homes during the holidays, but also some of the little different ramifications and the benefits of purchasing a home during the holidays.
Oh, yeah, there's deals out there.
There's some
Yeah,
deals out there
Closeouts, if people want to close out the year with, you know, a lot
in a
of
very
things.
positive way. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills.
Hey, check this out.
Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget?
Oh, do I have good news for you.
Alta Homes is now selling top of the line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000.
And you want to know what makes them really shine?
You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed.
Doesn't get better than that.
Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Perfect. Okay, I'm E.L. Crane, there not. This is the Real Estate U Show. I'm joined by her and her. Okay, Jennifer Nina and Dina Ramos.
Thank you for the nice introduction.
Okay, now I'm going to give you, ladies, the best days to buy a house, at least price-wise, are in the last 2 months of the year, obviously, but there are specific days where you have greater action than others.
30 and 31st.
The what?
The 30th and the 31st?
Nope.
No?
November 28th, December 5th, December 26th, December 19th, and December the 12th are the best days to negotiate and buy a house during the last 2 months of the year. Okay? Because they're preparing for the next quarter
Okay.
of the next year.
Right.
So they have to lower those prices by the end of the 11th month to roll into the 12th month. That's going to allow them to have tax benefits because of the carryover. Okay? So now they're saying we can take a $25,000 hickey on this house because we're going to get $35,000 back on the tax benefit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's little things like that. So when people are out there looking to buy a house, there are days to go. There are days to start negotiating. There's days that'll be of greater benefit to the consumer because the builder doesn't care, because they're going to get the money back
Yeah.
based upon the tax benefit.
Okay.
Because remember, builders build to sell, but builders also have taxes to carry over, interest payments to carry over, maintenance and upkeep to carry over, as well as salaries,
Yes.
benefits, and bonuses to carry over. So they're not going to lose. They'll tell you in a conversation, well, you know, I'm losing $30,000 on this house.
No,
Next
no.
time somebody tell you that, punch them in the throat, okay? Because they're not telling the truth, all right? But think about that. So when you go in to negotiate on behalf of your buyer,
Yeah.
Dina, and these builders are saying, we have all this, this, and this. But then I always have been of the mindset when you're buying something, okay, you're not saying anything else, anybody else is different. How do you get even more out of that builder on behalf of your client?
Well, I think that, you're right. I've seen a lot of deals come across the table, or definitely a ton of advertising
Yes.
by new home builders, setting up end of the year sales for their
Right.
inventory homes.
Right.
So those are the homes that EO's talking about, because those are the ones they'll lose money on because they're finished products or near finished products.
Mhm.
As soon as they're complete 100%, well, everything, it jumps up from an unimproved property
That's
to
right.
an actually improved property that they're paying taxes on. Also the utilities and maintenance of the home until it sells. So every day that house stays on the market, essentially they're losing money. So they jump to action before that happens, offering closing cost concessions for the buyers, price reductions in some cases, bonuses to the selling agents involved. Sometimes there's appliance packages included. Other times it's window treatments, the non-realty items, which is washer, dryer, refrigerator, or sometimes also, part of that. And what
Let's
else?
go
Molly?
shopping.
Let's see, things that you could-
And
Oh,
like
sometimes there's sprinkler systems
Yes,
added,
sprinkler
I mean,
systems,
you
right.
just name it,
Yeah.
they're thinking
covered
outside.
patios,
Yes,
they have
yes,
all
yes.
kinds of things to move the product along. Like there's right now, I'm not going to mention the builder. There's a builder right now in the Houston market.
Yeah.
Every contract that is submitted between Black Friday,
Mhm.
November 29th, and January 31st, 2025, is going to count towards a contest.
Okay.
Whatever agent sells the most homes in that window can go over to BMW and pick the car of their choice.
What the heck?
Yes,
Wow.
the car of their choice. And the car of their choice is up to a $125,000 vehicle. Yes. All right. So now me, I'm gonna take 125,000, sell it for 100,000, go buy me a 50,000. Okay.
Now I have not heard of that.
Yes, this is what's going on out there in the marketplace, people. Because a lot of these builders who build and they overbuild,
Mhm.
thinking that it's going to be this onslaught of
Yeah,
sales,
yeah.
they got to get rid of that stuff for the very reason Dina just said,
Mhm.
because it now goes from unimproved land to improved, and that tax is much
Double.
higher.
Yeah.
So now they can actually afford to say $125,000 because we now save $400,000 in taxes because we've done all this.
Mhm.
And that's how they have to look at to get these
Yeah,
things sold.
yeah.
So it's lots of things out there. And this is why I tell agents and I tell consumers and even lenders, stop going to the exact same builder and community over and over and over again because you're missing out on information and resources to facilitate even greater opportunities for yourself.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, like here yesterday, we had Janelle Compton. She had her goals and business plan
Business
for
plan, yeah.
2025 at the training center yesterday. And one of the things she said when I went in there was, "How do you say you have a goals and you have no reference material?
Mhm.
You have nothing to look back on." Okay, I want to make $300,000. So what's holding you accountable?
Yeah.
Who's holding you accountable? First of all, you got to hold yourself accountable, but then you have to have somebody else that holds you accountable so that you can have some kind of collaboration here. So you look at that in the home buying process. I'm representing a buyer. But am I really representing the buyer if I'm not giving them more choices when you have so many choices here? Because you know yourself, the agents fall in love with communities.
That's true.
They fall in love with communities. Oh, let me take you over to ABC community. They got everything over here. And XYZ community 2 miles west of there has even more, but they haven't even gone over there.
Yeah.
Because agents fall in love with those communities. Or lenders fall in love with a particular builder. Oh, this builder has that great stuff like that, and we have a relationship with so forth and so on. Why don't you go get more relationships to be a better benefit to your client?
Right.
Okay, so it's those kind of things that come to pass. And so in the class yesterday, when we wrapped up the day, I went there and said my 5 minutes worth of hell raising. I asked every agent in the room a simple question that I do in every class I teach. Can you tell me the top 5 single-family residential listings in your brokerage? They cannot answer that question. So you sitting here, I got an agent to my left and I got an agent to my right. My agent to my right has 5 listings. My agent to the left has 5 buyers. They haven't even communicated and they work in the same brokerage.
Mhm.
why haven't you communicated with those people in your box? You're communicating with everybody else, but you're not communicating with me. So you want me to trust you to find me a house, and you don't even know what's going on in your own house. And that's the dynamic. And I'm finding out, and of course, Dina's very different than this. I'm finding out that the average broker owner or the average team leader does not collaborate with the people in their office and on their team. They say, go do this. You should be doing this. And if I hear one more person tell me, well, if you make 100 calls and then you get 10 good responses and then you get one deal out of 10 responses, you had a good day. Hell no. No. Think about this one thing. And you probably knew this. I didn't know this until yesterday. The top 1% of all real estate professionals in HAR system make $245,000 a year. 245. Now you have some who make much more than that, but the average, the top 1% out of all of these agents licensed, 40,000 agents, $245,000. So you have to ask yourself, what is everybody not doing to meet expectations to be a true, genuine breadwinner? Because I know we worked with a agent earlier in the year. We had like 5 closings with her, and I was telling her, I was counting her money. She made like $360,000 for herself in the first 5 months of the year.
Wow.
So what is she doing that everybody else is not doing? She is being very strategic in her processes. She is not just saying, I'm going to make money. She's saying, I'm going to make money this way over here, that way over there, this way over here. And that's how she's able to make that money, okay? Or you have agents that I always tease them about, oh, you had a big deal closed, so now you're going to take another vacation. Whatever, damn it. You know, I'm going to Baytown, you're going to Greece, whatever. So, but at the end of the day, they have the capacity to do that because they're very strategic in the growth of their business, which is why we came up with, you know, it's not today for that, but we have the 12 and 25 program, 12 million in sales in 12 months in 2025. That's our goal for all the agents that we work with at Open Title. So you have to be strategic in this business, and you have to have pros representing your interests. And pros representing your interests, they know what's going on in the marketplace. They are not, I know Dina is in Conroe and she's in Southeast over in League City. I know she's in Cypress. I know she's in Katy. So you have a pro who's being a pro. You have Jennifer, who's licensed in Texas and Florida. I didn't say in Houston and Miami. I said Texas and Florida. Dina is licensed in Texas. She's not licensed in metropolitan Houston. She's licensed in Texas. These are the kind of people that you have to have on your side in real estate to really be a benefit to you and your goals and ambitions in buying a home, investing in real estate, converting to commercial acquisitions, because these two ladies do it all. I'm just waiting for the check to clear myself. That's just me.
You're in line. Our team went down to Dayton, Texas, to River Ranch Communities. They had a broker open house, and this weekend it'll be public for people that are in the Dayton area. River Ranch has a lagoon that they've made for the community there. It's also available for public. Of course, the residents get in there free, and guests are able to be taken in for $10. It's really nice. They had 13 home builders out there. And even me, I've been in the business so long. There were 2 home builders that I had never actually met, you know, and seen their product. And after you see so many homes, sometimes it's like,
you're jaded.
Yeah. It's like, you know, it takes a lot for me to say, wow, you know, this is really great, you know, because, you know, most of it just kind of looks, you know, after a while. So when there was a few that I was like, hey, you know, not bad. I like that, you know, and there were affordable homes in that neighborhood. So again, you know, there's a lot of refineries along the way, headed down that direction, not terribly far out. So
close enough but far enough away.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that as real estate professionals, it's good if you have a day of your month to go check out a new area you're not familiar with,
Yes.
and just see what's being offered.
That's exactly right. Thank you. So what we're going to do on the net, we're going to take a break, pay some bills. We'll be back shortly. We're talking about buying homes in the holiday season, but also like introducing new opportunities that are out there as well, because these communities, these builders have inventory to sell, to move on, just like our friends out at Alta Homes. They have houses out there in inventory, and 2025 is going to be much, much better for Alta Homes than 2024 because everything's a learning process.
Yeah,
right.
Everything's a learning process. We're going to take a break, pay some bills.
Are you looking to purchase, refinance, or even secure a specialized loan? Meet Your Mortgage Pro. Whether it's for your dream home or that perfect commercial space, we've got you covered with our solution-based lending services. Licensed in both Florida and Texas, we understand the complexities of real estate finance, and our team of professionals and our easy-to-use mortgage calculators are here to help. Your Mortgage Pro is committed to quality customer service, putting the people we serve first. And we don't just offer loans. We provide consumer education and ready-made loan programs to guide you every step of the way. We even collaborate with builders to secure new construction homes. Your Mortgage Pro, the mortgage solution professional. Reach out today at yourmortgagepro.biz. Are you a real estate professional looking for a facility to produce valuable content for your clients and elevate the value of your business? The Training Center is here to help. We provide training for real estate professionals like you in a beautiful facility designed for training, TV show production, and even podcast studios. Also available for rental. Whether you're a realtor, mortgage lender, builder, or real estate industry vendor, you can now expand your expertise and your reach. With expert instructors for a variety of continuing education courses, producers and engineers available to create your own content, and the environment to do your best work, you're well on your way to growing the real estate business you've always dreamt about. The Training Center. We elevate your real estate career. Reach out today at ttcelevatesyou.com.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
Okay, we're back. And I was reading about how to make $1 million ravioli.
What?
It's called $1 million. That's right. $1 million ravioli casserole.
Okay, are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry right now. You know. So remember, this is the Real Estate You Show. I'm Neil Frame of Open Title, joined by Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties and Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending, your mortgage pro. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Dina, I have to remember I came here to talk to your friend? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your friend, you know, she has a really nice transaction closing next week.
Uh-huh.
Okay. She's told me every day, you know, closing next week on the 21st. Every day. Like, why do you keep telling me the same damn thing?
Well, because see, in big transactions like this, my experience has been something happens, you know, when you think you're getting it. So it's like, oh my God, you know, they signed the contract and
The money
and
was
now
wild.
they wire the money to them. and now, babe, they're throwing the documents, babe.
Every day she gives me an update on this damn loan. You know, I don't have
You
nothing.
know,
going on.
I've been like
You know, they're just dancing.
running
and everything.
naked
I'm like,
when I get the wire.
It really, you know, things happen all the time, and some things, you know, we are not expecting, right?
Yeah.
So yes.
You know
I
what's
get
funny?
it.
The other day I told Dave, I don't, you know, I have this feeling. It's like I feel like lucky, like a lot of money is gonna come. He goes like, And I'm like, no, babe, you just don't understand. It's
No, I don't.
it's a feeling. Like I'm not just saying that. Like I don't know understanding what. Bro, and the next day, like all stuff started happening, and I was like,
I have that feeling every day of myself that I look at my wallet on nothing changed.
but see, he doesn't get it. This was different.
Oh, shit, Johnson, that's it.
He wants to drag me up.
I look at that wallet like, damn, ain't that? Ain't that shit? Remember the day is about to buy during the holiday season. Now, Dina, have you done a lot of vacation home sales?
You know, I won't say a ton. I've done
Okay.
a fair amount.
So explain your experience working with a buyer of a vacation home.
So the buyer of a vacation home is typically, over 40,
Okay.
just be on the safe side, yes.
Okay.
A little bit older than that typically, but anyway, they're looking for a spot because they have either a summer off or a good amount of time off during the year that they take for vacation. So they're either retired or they have a position in which they can, really utilize this property. And it's usually either a beach area or there's snow, depending
Right.
on what their, likes are.
It's
And-
usually the opposite from how they live.
Right,
or where
right.
they
Okay.
Or somewhere way out in some, country setting, so they're looking for a retreat of some sort that for their liking. And sometimes that involves connecting with realtors who are out of the country.
Oh, okay.
For
Okay.
these things. So, and many offices work internationally.
Yep.
So it's not that hard to do as a real estate professional, just, getting with the right folks and connecting you, you can definitely work a deal from out of the country.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there's a guy I work with right now, and I did not realize that I thought it was just visiting family. He takes off from Thanksgiving to the end of January every year to go to, wait for it, Montana, because he has a hunting lodge.
Wow.
there. So he spends that time, he and his wife go every year. They have friends that join them periodically over time. And there's a hunting lodge up there, and they go, and he spends his time hunting during that period of time. And it's his vacation home.
Right.
He leases it out during this because it's a year-round hunting area.
Mhm.
So he leases it out during the summer and other parts of it. And he says, hell, the rentals pay for it, and it's profitable. And it's my retreat because he blocks out that time every year. So it never gets rented during that time. He says he can get $1 million off. I don't care. That's my time.
I think it's a great idea, especially for big families. I mean, if you think about it, if a family with our boys is easily 10 grand. So you can, that's $120,000 if you were to take it, so that if you think about it, to have a spot that everybody enjoys, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And have it, you can rent it out when you're not there.
Yeah, and that's what he does. Because I've always known he's done this, but nobody goes to Montana on purpose.
I heard it's very beautiful, but
Yeah, it is beautiful. I have been there. It is
Cold weather.
beautiful. Wyoming, Montana, actually North and South Dakota are very beautiful places.
Yeah.
They're just barren. Okay, but you look at it, income producing real estate,
Yeah.
a personal family retreat, like you just
Mhm.
said. It doesn't cost like if you were it costs us $6,000 to go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you get all the hotel rooms and all the food and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jesus, for Airbnb now. But it's those kind of things that you just don't take into account sometimes as you look at the big picture. So now I'll give Jennifer credit because I never thought of that over there. My whole thing is pay it and keep on moving.
Right.
Now you can pay it, but let it have some benefit to you and your family and your personal bottom line.
Yes.
Stuff like that. You just never know. So I'm looking at financing a vacation home financing a vacation home. It's already there, Jennifer. What's the normal down payment for financing a vacation home?
So if it's far enough, you can actually can be a second home, right? Vacation
Okay.
second home.
Okay.
So it's 10%.
Okay.
So it's not they make it affordable, and as long as you can only rent it or lease it within 6 months to make it a second home. So
Right.
it's affordable.
Right.
It really is, especially when you think about of that vacation home that you can Airbnb it. It probably is going to pay itself.
Yeah. Okay. Now, is there 100% financing for second homes?
No.
Only first home.
Only first home.
Well, what if my second home choice is going to be my first home? So can I get 100% financing? Work with me here. I'm changing my residency here. Huh?
You're already telling me.
Oh, this is my primary residence.
And the one thing to check on too, when you're looking at, if you're planning on renting it out, is checking with HOAs. A lot of them have added into their restrictions there with the no Airbnb to
Oh, wow.
yeah.
They're doing that
Yeah,
now.
associations. But here is like comparing to Florida, I mean, minimum communities here have HOAs.
Yeah.
And or gated. I see the gated communities doing that more than
Yeah.
actually the HOAs. But yes, it's a restriction now because of the nuisance that it can cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I look at this is me. I don't want nobody in my house. Okay. That's me. I mean, I understand the Airbnb concept,
Yeah.
but it's just like here's the perfect example.
Well, did you go to hotels?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But they're not mine. Okay. They're not mine. Be different with mine. Here, this happened to me one time. Broke in my car and they stole stuff out of my car, right? After the police report was done, I wouldn't trade that car in the same damn day.
Because I can see that because my husband is like, it's mine. If you're gonna buy it as an investment, you have to, and I've learned that with a few homes, is like, I don't want to leave. It's like, don't touch it. People actually come to see your house, and you're like, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Because
They're
but you have to. If you're buying as an investment, that's your main, and you're gonna treat it like any object. Because
Yeah.
if I've done that, I really have, and I think it's a huge mistake.
yeah.
Because it's a tangible thing. You can fix it. Just it's a money making machine. That's all it is.
Whatever, damn.
But I see it. It's
Yes. That be true, people. Okay, it is mine, right? Because now I'm looking at second home. What constitutes a second home in the same city?
It has to have some kind of recreation, right? So
Mhm.
you're not gonna have for example, if let's say a doctor, it's in the suburbs, and
Right.
he's a doctor buying in the medical center, and it's 20 miles away.
Right.
I can sell that.
Okay.
There's a need for it. So it has to make
That makes sense.
reason, right? It has to make sense. If I'm in inland and now I'm buying in the beach or in a lake, that's
Second home.
that's a second.
Not next door.
No.
Around the corner.
Well, maybe we can write a letter stating that we're
I need a
married.
break from my wife.
That we're
Yeah,
married.
I need a break from my wife.
And I need, he's just gonna be there next door.
Yeah.
It's our second home, and we need a break from each other.
Yes. This will save you money, Mr. Morgan, coming in the long run. Because if we get a divorce, we're gonna sell this thing. This is the Real Estate News Show. I'm your Craig Dale Knott. We're each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We're talking about holiday homes. We're talking about vacation homes, second homes, Airbnb these houses. What's legal, not legal, what makes sense for a second home. Now, I am in the title business. Yes. So I have an office in Cypress and the Galleria, but I also have offices in the Woodlands, and I have offices in Katy. All right. So, oh Lord, I don't want to drive from the Galleria to Cypress today. Can I have a second home in the city?
Galleria, yeah.
So I'm in the Galleria,
Mhm.
and I live in Cypress,
Mhm.
so I can have a condo in the Galleria.
Yeah.
You just messed up now. Yes, just messed up now. When you coming home? Tomorrow.
it happens a lot. I had a nurse who worked a lot of hours. And again, she got a little condo in the medical center for the days that she just is so tired after her shift that she cannot really drive all the way home, get a good night's sleep and head out the next day or whatever she needs to do. But it just made perfect sense.
All right. Well, this is the Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Crane, joined by these two amazing women. Jennifer Nieder, our Mortgage Solution Pro, and we have our extraordinary broker owner of real estate, Nina Ramos. We're going to take a break and come back on the noon hour. Okay?
Are you a real estate professional looking for a facility to produce valuable content for your clients and elevate the value of your business? The Training Center is here to help. We provide training for real estate professionals like you in a beautiful facility designed for training, TV show production, and even podcast studios. Also available for rental. Whether you're a realtor, mortgage lender, builder, or real estate industry vendor, you can now expand your expertise and your reach. With expert instructors for a variety of continuing education courses, producers and engineers available to create your own content, and the environment to do your best work, you're well on your way to growing the real estate business you've always dreamt about. The Training Center. We elevate your real estate career. Reach out today at ttcelevatesyou.com.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate, want to learn from the pros, and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back.
Hey.
Damn it. Okay. This is the noon hour of the Real Estate U Show, and people trying to show me stuff on break where, you know, my attitude is bad, so I don't even know why they show it stuff.
Break, not break, date night. Attitude always bad.
So we're talking about buying during the holiday season. Now, Thanksgiving is actually coming up at the latest time of the month in November for a long time. It's on the 28th.
I know, usually the 23rd, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so usually that fourth Thursday is normally in that window right there. This is 28th, so it's only going to be 2 days left in November after Thanksgiving this year, which is not customary. Normally you have 6 or 7 days left in the month, okay? So now we know that these builders are going to be rolling out every conceivable opportunity to buy during this time, and it's going to start on Black Friday. So as realtors, have you guys been getting information already in your emails about specials and things coming up?
Yeah.
And what kind of things have you been seeing so far?
Well, some builders are offering 5% commissions,
wow.
some 6%. So just depending on the area that they're located and so forth. And that is only good through, in some cases, January.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you would have to have their closing occur November, December, and possibly January. Again, there's all kind of incentives for buyers, including buying down the rates. And sometimes it's already advertised, like you'll see 4.99 or 5 point whatever. That means the builder's already bought it down. So the buyer would come in and try, hopefully, not have a problem qualifying for that lower rate, as the buy down occurs. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you want to buy and you're interested, and I'm not, and we say new home construction because they have the ability to manipulate these numbers a little bit better and are more business oriented. Whereas a resale, there's pride of ownership, there's emotions more attached to a home. So by the time they get around to really making a deal or whatever, they've done, they've been through the ringer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
any pre-owned home, they want market value, and it's a little harder for them to understand concessions and things like that.
Mhm.
So I'm looking at, and these builders, this across the board, large nationals, large regionals, independent builders,
Yeah.
everybody's trying to clear out inventory. Is there one area of town that is more relatable that is happening than others, like north versus south?
I think it's more about the inventory
Okay.
that the builder has and their intentions of getting rid of.
Okay, so it's not really like, oh, the Southwest needs to sell more, or the Southeast.
Yeah.
No, something like that.
And Jennifer's right. It just depends on the amount of inventory they have. They do not want to be stuck with 10,
No, they don't.
12,
No, they
15
don't.
homes,
No, they don't.
crossing over to the new year. So definitely.
And yeah, and there is an openness that the builders have during the end of the year that they don't have in the middle, like the spring to summer.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are inflexible as
Oh,
hell
they
spring
are,
to
because
summer.
they know
Yeah.
it's their higher season. It's their high
Exactly,
season.
that's their high season. Exactly right. So I'm looking at now, interest rates right now are. It always tickles me. Interest rates still high. Shut up. No, they're not. Okay, interest rates right now in your 6.3, 6.5, that is the average over the last 50 years.
Mhm.
The average interest rate over the last 50 years has been between 6.3 and 6.5. You're not going to see under 3% again, people. All right, unless you're patient zero. And they even have a fix for patient zero now. It's called bubble wrap. So you're not going outside to infect anybody else. So people need to get it out of their mind that 3% is coming back.
Right.
If it gets down to 4, you better dance in the streets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's going to be 4.5 to 5.5 is going to be the sweet spot over the next few years. This year, we're on course, nationally speaking, to sell 4 million homes. Lowest amount of home sales in the last 50 years. Next year, it's supposed to jump up to 5.4 million. That's 1.4 million homes, with the interest rates being somewhere between 5.5% and 6.5%. Get in where you fit in.
That's right.
That's where you get in where you fit. Because what has also happened over the last 50 years is the cost of housing has gone up 27% on average. You keep waiting, you won't be able to afford tomorrow what you can afford today.
Right.
So how do we get these people to understand interest rate is not what should be guiding your purchase? It should be your ability to pay for it right now. How do we get them to understand that?
Well, the first line of defense is usually the lender. So Jennifer, what do you try to tell people?
Education. I was looking at the news, financial news, and the same question was asked to the panel, where should a person wait because interest rates? No, they shouldn't. Why? Because you're paying 100% interest. Here, you're paying less interest. You're creating equity. When interest go down, if they do, then you refinance. But you already have the asset. So that's the concept that I always drill to my buyers, to my investors. Today is the day. Don't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, because I look at interest rate. That's the last thing you should be worried about. It's the affordability factor, because if interest rate do go down, you still got a benefit. All right. If you buy a 6.5, and I just told you it's going to get back down to that 4.5 to 6. So if it gets down to 4.5, you can say 2%.
Mhm.
That's $1,000, give or take, depending on the size of your mortgage.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you? But if you wait, you're paying for the same house with a costlier mortgage,
That's right.
even with a lower interest rate, because the value of the house went up, but the interest
That's
rate
right.
didn't. I mean, it didn't go down.
Look, we have a client in Alta, and he was thinking he didn't like too much the model, but he's also, he's bougie. But I know this about him, right? So I goes like, "Are you gonna live in it?" He goes, "You're right." And I go like, that house that you have in contract for 199 6 months ago is now worth, or having a price for 250. You already have equity in it, right? So buy it. You're not living in it. It's good investment, because he wants to go to the bigger one. And I go like, and then you can also buy that one, if you wanted it. And guess what? It works. But he's more into that. Sometimes it just takes to tell people the obvious, show them the obvious, right? In numbers.
Yes.
Why will you put down this contract to buy a property that it's now its full value? You're going to buy this one that has equity, and then you're going to put the other one under contract. So in 6 months, you have more equity. Jen, you're so smart. That's why I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Uh-huh.
But they don't get it. They don't get it. Think about this. You have the ability to buy something. You just said it. You're renting right now. You're paying 100% interest.
Yeah.
Your interest rate is 100% with no residual benefit whatsoever.
Right.
None.
Stop paying, you out.
There you go.
Eviction.
Yes,
There you go.
You can, with your house, at least an attorney can keep you at least 5 years. At least 5.
Now you're in a situation where if you have an emergency in your family, and you live in an apartment, there's no understanding by the apartment owner as is the mortgage owner
Right.
or the mortgage servicer. The mortgage servicer, okay, we understand that you're having some family difficulties or some financial difficulties right now. What we're going to do is we're going to take these 3 payments and put them at the end of your note
Yeah.
and forbear for the next 3 months while you get everything together.
Right.
That don't happen when you're renting, people.
No.
That doesn't happen when you're renting. So now you have people on your side
Mhm.
when you own a home. You are nothing but a commodity when you're renting.
That's right.
You're just a commodity. It's just like, what I was saying, why buy the cow when you get the milk for free?
Yeah.
That's the same dynamic. You are paying somebody else's mortgage when you are renting.
That's right.
You're getting no benefit. So why should I invest anything in you if you're going to continue to pay the rent without wanting some kind of ownership in it?
Yes.
And that's what people don't understand, that particular side of it.
Yep.
You have got to allow yourself to move forward in your thinking and understand the basis of the following. Ownership equity grows. Renting, there is no equity to grow. Plain and simple, full stop.
Your rent goes higher.
Okay. So as we move into 2025, we're going to be doing more educational events over here, from investors to buyers at the training center. The things, our job is to educate.
Correct.
Or as I told her agent yesterday, my job is not to convince you to work with me. My job is to give you information and resources so you know why you should work with me. And if you choose not to work with me, everything that I provide, you better be getting it from the next person.
All right.
That's our job
Yes.
going forward.
Yes.
All right. I can speak to the quality of work of Dina Ramos and Jennifer Nina because I'm surrounded by it. I see it. I see the people that they work with. I see it. Most people in this business, squirrel, they have no commitment to a process. And being from the lending side years ago, but this part of it hasn't changed. People, the last mortgage lender you talk to is always going to have the lowest rate.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
They're always going to have the lowest rate. So what we're going to do is go take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane, they are not, but for obvious reasons, I'm me and they ain't. Did I just say that out loud? You go pay some bills.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home? One with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
It makes your day. We're on.
We're back.
Hello.
What if I won't be back? You ever thought about that? This is the Real Estate News Show. We're talking about, let's talk about that. AI.
Mhm.
All right. How is AI impacting the real estate purchasing process right now?
So I started researching it, when the AI thing came out, because the way that I saw it, it will help me kind of grab the initial lead
Right.
and take it to a point where, okay, they're interested enough or not for me to pick up the phone.
Mhm.
Right. So in my research, I've seen that if used right, it really can be of assistance. Now they have it where I can actually complete applications.
Really?
So you know the work that saves. So it's a matter of this world is about speed, about
Yeah.
what more you can do.
Right.
My concern is what problems is that going to bring
Right.
later on? People faking stuff. We still have to do our work and verify information. But it's amazing how, from a selling perspective, it's great.
So I can use AI to find a new wife?
Probably.
What? This is a valid question, people.
My goodness.
But before I forget, Chris Blackwell of Platinum One Properties and One Innovative Group, he has a open house today, 12 to 2, at 3002 Redwood Lodge Drive. That's 3002 Redwood Lodge Drive. That's Houston 77339, and that's Kingwood.
Kingwood, yes.
So you want to talk a little bit about that?
It's a beautiful home, one-story home. Talk about mature landscaping. The neighborhood's amazing. I'm not looking at the house right now,
Right.
but it is over 2,000 square feet. It's very well kept. Just if you go by and see it, it's affordable. It is definitely move-in ready. So, and like I said, it's in a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, and it's sitting on a third of an acre.
Yeah.
Let's do that part. It's sitting on a third of an acre, which is always give me some land to move around with.
Yeah.
Unless you have terrorists living in your house that don't go out in the backyard. Yeah. We have this huge backyard. Huge. I know our backyard is big enough to accommodate swimming pool, basketball court, and any damn thing else you want, and a tiny house. All right. But the terrorists in our house, they act like we don't have a back door you can go out of. Okay. Yeah, I had to get it off my chest. I've been holding that for a while.
No, you haven't. Every day I hear every day.
So I want to buy a vacation home in the Hill Country. But Dina Ramos, you are here in Houston. How do we coordinate that?
Well, the same way we would in any which way. We would go ahead and, look online, see what's available, make some local calls to selling agents in the area that you're looking in, and try just to line up showings and, that would accommodate your schedule. And it would work out just the same way.
Okay, so moving forward, you can still coordinate it from here.
Absolutely.
Okay, but what if I want you to go with me
Oh, yeah.
to see it? You're going to still go?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a professional, yes?
Correct.
That's a professional. Non-professionals hand everything off but want to still be paid.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. So you want me to pay you for doing nothing, right? I went to a luxury showcase. Those people still using my program, even though they don't work with me anymore.
Yes.
But I'll cuss them out later.
Okay.
Okay. So went to the event the other day, and beautiful home, $2.4 million home. It was pre-sold. It was sold before the showcase, right? So the lady tried to cancel the showcase, even though all these people, the RSVP, were going to show up, and it had to be explained to her. Do you know how unprofessional you would look by canceling this because you got a contract? No, you still want to give people the opportunity to be exposed to the home, create content for marketing, but also to develop relationships. But we was on the way in because the lady I work for up in Dallas, she asked me, how do you get clients? Well, I know you do the class, but how do you get clients after the class? I said, because I'm honest with them. She said, what do you mean? Oh, I talk crazy to everybody. Nobody's immune. And she said, what do you mean? I call them out on their crap. They are used to people trying to work with them and being forgiving of everything and not respecting the individual that's trying to work with them because, I'm giving you a contract, so I don't have to be nice to you. No, you're going to be nice to me and get cussed out because I don't care. All right? Because just like you feel like I'm replaceable, you're replaceable. And people don't understand. And I think honesty is not bad. People and she heard me say this, you heard me say, when did honesty become a bad thing? My whole thing is it's our job, be it real estate professional, mortgage professional, title professional. Our job is to caretake the client with truth.
Yep. Yes.
You can't caretake the client with a lie. You have to caretake the client with truth. So if you're going to caretake the client with truth, you have to bear the risk of losing that client.
Yes.
Because what? Does your integrity mean anything? My oldest sister, Barbara, we call her Bob, in New Orleans, she said something to me years ago. She says, I have nothing else to savor, not savor, except my integrity. Nobody can ever question it. They can question my attitude, they can question my temper, they can question my family structure, but they cannot question my integrity. And integrity begins with truth.
Yes.
And I'll give you the perfect example of my sister and her integrity comes to truth. My first marriage, my sister met my first wife. And before we were married, my sister said, so you're going to marry my little brother? And she says, yes. And she said, now, you know who you marry? Yes. He's not the marrying kind. My sister said, like, I'm not even in the room. She says, he's not, you want to have some fun with somebody. Now, this is my little brother. You want to have some fun. That's who you marry. But if you're looking for somebody to be married 50 years from now, you done chose the wrong one, sweetie.
Oh, no.
Well, she married me anyway. And 6 months after we could be married, we got divorced.
Oh, God.
But think about that. My sister was willing to have a negative interaction with her little brother by telling the truth.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a negative interaction because she only spoke her truth, so I couldn't be mad at her that. But I didn't agree with her. Obviously, my ex-wife didn't agree with her because we got married anyway. But my sister told her flat out, you should not be marrying him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but that's a true story. She said, I don't know what you were thinking. Marrying him?
What did you say?
What you gonna say to that? Literally, what you gonna say to that? You know, I have never challenged my older sisters in my life. I ain't getting ready to start now.
Yeah.
You know, so I ain't never challenged them before. So all I can say was, don't put on your shirt.
Yeah.
I already gave you this woman a ring. She ain't gonna give it back. What the hell wrong with you?
I mean, there's a lot of sellers that want to cuss you out when you tell them the price that their home would be going for.
Yes.
And they're like, you know, absolutely not, you know, and you know, literally angry, you
Mhm.
know. It's called just realistic expectations, and it's like, look, you know, we can put the house at any price you want,
Yes.
but at the end of the day, 99% of people are coming with financing behind them, right?
Yes.
That's right.
And that bank is going to send an appraiser.
Yes.
So if I don't do the comps according to what's going on in the last 6 months here, you know, well, last year this home down the street sold for this gap. That was a year ago. That they're not going to
Exactly.
consider that home now. So you know, you have these recent sales that have come up, and that's what they're going for. So unless you get, you know, an appraiser that's just super gracious with you, you know, it's just
Sure.
this, you know, I'm not
It's being unrealistic, you know?
You know,
So
Well,
why
it's just
make
like
it-
when we bought our home, the appraiser came in $40,000 less than the agreed upon purchase price. They said, "You got to pay." No, I'm not.
no.
You gonna reduce this house to the market value?
Mhm.
And she said, "Well, you could lose your earnings money." You act like that. I'm afraid of
I
that
don't give a crap.
because if I pay you $40,000 more
Yes.
along with the earnings money, and now I got $60,000 out when I can take that 40,000, take 10, buy a resale, save $30,000, and the hell with you. They
Yeah.
came back the next day and gave it to us at appraised
That's
value
right. That's right.
because we stood fast and we're not compromising
Mhm.
and accommodating you. You're trying to sell a house based on COVID. COVID is gone.
That time
Mhm.
is over
It's
with.
over with.
Yeah.
So you're going to give me this house at the appraised value. So
Mhm.
reconstruct the contract. And she was like, she was shocked that I was taking this position. I said, "You don't believe me? Call my rep." And then I told her this. "You do realize you've never talked to my rep, right? You've been dealing with me. So he's just a rep on paper. Let's be real clear. The one raising all the hell in the background, that's me.
Mhm.
So either you give me this house at appraised value or put it back on the market.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you more to put it back on the market because remember, you built this house based on what I wanted,
Yeah.
Mhm.
not the next buyer, what I wanted. And this is not that kind of spec house that you can easily market because we added a bedroom. We added things that most people don't need to accommodate 4 teenagers.
Yes.
So do what you want to do. I walked out of that office. That woman called me the next morning. "Okay, we're gonna do that appraised value. I'm sending you over the contract now via DocuSign."
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet. I mean,
because they don't want to lose because we was getting ready to roll into the next year.
yes. I mean, that actually was a lucky thing, you know, that happened during that time. It was then everybody that spent so much money and paying above appraised value
Yes.
during
Oh my
COVID.
God.
I mean, you know, they're in those
crazy.
houses now, and they were really priced out. The only good thing that was happening for them back then, hopefully, was they had a low interest rate.
Mhm.
And I'm glad you brought that up. We have had not a lot of them, but we've had many closing where the seller had to bring money to the table
Yeah.
because of that very reason.
Yeah.
Overpaying for a house because they was desperate to buy it at that time.
Yeah.
If
You
you
know
go,
what? I never got that.
Yeah,
I never
if you're gonna buy
understood
that, yeah, I mean, you should. Oh, I'm in this house 15, 20 years. You should be buying a house like that, knowing you only be in there for 2 or 3 years. You're never going to get that money back.
Never.
Never going to get that
Never.
money back. You know, because every area that skyrocketed equity wise didn't sustain itself.
Mhm.
No.
The vast majority of areas, they came back down to earth,
Mm-hmm.
and those people are upside down. I got a $600,000 mortgage in a $550,000 house.
Yeah.
And that's all you're going to get for the house.
That's
$550,000.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, so that's what we have going on. So this is the Real Estate U Show. We're talking about second homes. We're talking about real estate in general. We're talking about finding a new wife on AI, with AI. So there's lots of things we're doing. I'm Neil Crane. I'm joined by Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties, Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage. No, not my, oh no. What a-
Oh,
oh,
wait, you're back in time now.
With Lone Peak Lending. I'm talking with dealing with Lone Peak Lending, my mortgage problem. E.L. Craig with Open Title Texas. That's what I said that. Okay. So we'll take a break, pay some bills.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Property. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Are you looking to purchase, refinance, or even secure a specialized loan? Meet Your Mortgage Pro. Whether it's for your dream home or that perfect commercial space, we've got you covered with our solution-based lending services. Licensed in both Florida and Texas, we understand the complexities of real estate finance, and our team of professionals and our easy-to-use mortgage calculators are here to help. Your Mortgage Pro is committed to quality customer service, putting the people we serve first. And we don't just offer loans. We provide consumer education and ready-made loan programs to guide you every step of the way. We even collaborate with builders to secure new construction homes. Your Mortgage Pro, the mortgage solution professional. Reach out today at yourmortgagepro.biz.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate, want to learn from the pros, and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
To just be approved. They don't care.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what you have. So this is a Real Estate U Show. We're talking about you people out there with bad credit. So what we have found out, people with bad credit, you are trying to be approved for a loan. That is not knocking you. That's not diminishing you. What you're doing is, what your understanding is, get in the house, improve your credit, grow your equity, refinance later on, but you're in your house and you get the benefits of home ownership, the tax benefit, the pride of ownership benefit, and most importantly, the legacy building. And growth and equity.
Now, and nowadays, just so people can know, fixing credit is not that difficult.
Really?
It really isn't.
So I should stop paying my bills right now?
The problem is finding the right person to do it, right? And that's where most people fail and they get deception.
Right.
And I know because I went through this. I went through my divorce, credit chunk. I'm in the financial business. I needed to do something. And I spent, before I found the right one, probably spent like $3,000. And this person called me talking about like you're all over social media. What do you do? Well, what do you do? And she happened to be, listen to me. I swear and live by those people because every client that I refer to them, 3 months, 700.
Wow. Are they local here?
They're actually in Florida. They're in Orlando, but
Do
they
work with people
they
from-
can do it all over the state.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I swear by them, but it's because they do their job.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Doing
They
your job
they
is key.
do their
Doing your
job is key. If
That's
I
it.
tell Cheryl, these people, their leads, they're out in December, they need it. She'll tell me, Jennifer, it's a little bit tight, but if they do their work up front, because it's paperwork and stuff you need to do, I promise you, they will, in 3 months, their stuff is done.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for a line of credit of $250,000. Help me.
You actually being helped, sir.
Oh, you help me?
So my client here is being now for free.
But not because of bad credit, people. Let me be real clear. I'm trying to do some things.
No, actually, what happened was there's some old stuff that came back. And we were like, where this? It's like years ago. So I go, Cheryl, what do
Yeah.
we do? She goes, like, just give it to me, girl. I'll take care of it.
That's good.
This is stuff from when I was married to the Antichrist.
Okay.
And that was
I mean,
in
like
the
10
80s.
years ago, you can't do that.
If they want to get a hold of this person, can they call you, Jennifer?
Absolutely.
Okay, give them
Absolutely.
Your number real quick.
888-202-2773. And this is what I do for all my clients. If there's this is what I say. Credit, it's not an issue. It's your incentive of what do I need to do. I will give you the mad rope. If it's credit, we'll fix that. But also I will let you know how much you're approved for at that time.
Oh,
So
wow.
you know what you deal with. You also know how much money you need to save.
True.
While you are fixing your credit. It's a process, people. But at least you have a roadmap that is going to get you there.
Just like anything, you have to have reference material to go back and refer to see that you're doing the right thing.
Correct.
Right? Like when Jennifer and I got married, I was a cash and carry guy. I didn't have bad credit. I just paid cash for everything. All right. And so she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm paying cash. She said, you're not financing? No. She said, what's wrong? Because I don't want to pay no damn credit. I want to pay cash. She says, okay. She got a hold of everything. And now I'm lined up like this here and here. Because you don't think about when you have credit, you don't have more disposable income. I was like, hell, I don't owe nobody. That was my attitude. I don't owe a single. If I wanted to go buy me 3 watches and 5 suits, I go pay cash for it to get the hell up out of there. Now I got to pay it off on time. I don't know. but it did have a good impact on me because when I stopped paying cash, my credit score actually went up.
Yeah.
Because I had some debt to evaluate. You know, I just had a car over here, a little bit over there, but I never had anything, my mortgage and stuff like that. But now, because I have the revolving debt, my credit score goes up, which means me being a more viable candidate to do some of the things I want to do. Like, for instance, we use the training center. If it wasn't for Jennifer, we wouldn't have the training center because I wouldn't have been qualified to get the training center,
Right.
that kind of thing.
And most, like I'm actually working with a football player, very known, and he wants to build. He doesn't have the experience. His credit is shot.
Right.
The guy has 6 cars. Why? Financial literacy. So, okay, you can get it. You have the money. You have everything that you need except that your credit. I even got you a lender that you don't need experience, but we've got to fix this. Well, somebody's working and nobody's going to work on your credit because I looked at it. Nobody's working on it. So whoever told you that, flying.
Right. There you go.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
So you need to call these people and do it because you're 3 months away from doing your goal. Straightforward. I don't want your money. I'm telling you what to do so you can get to your goal. I treat you just like any other client. So it's about knowledge. People think, like, oh my God, my credit is, I'm going to file bankruptcy. Don't. That's 10-year ding in your credit. You can have these things done without going to bankruptcy.
Or punishing yourself.
Exactly.
Punishing yourself. So this is the Real Estate You Show. I'm E.O. Crane, joined by Jennifer Nina, Lone Peak Lending, Dina Ramos, Monster in Law Status, Platinum One Properties.
She will never be a monster. I don't even see that.
She got Monster in Law written all over her. You just don't know. You didn't see her back there with her flask.
I needed a flask.
Oh, but I cannot actually, honestly, I've been talking about that wedding all week.
Me too.
I've been talking about the wedding. You'd have thought I gave my child away. I've been talking about that wedding all week because all of the little neat little things that was going on, right? And it was, how could you say this? The spirit in the room was so uplifting.
It's like everybody wanted to see them happy.
Yeah, it was
like,
joyous. It was,
it was.
because sometimes you go to a wedding, you're like, I can't believe we're married.
Yeah.
So it was none of that. It was all this joy, and I saw her little friends around there, and his friends and his brother, and then you knew it was going to be a great day because the mother of the bridegroom was beaming.
Yes.
There was not, my mother never beamed at my first 2 eyes. Okay, my mother was not beaming at any time. She did not beam.
What a blessing that my daughter is loved by her in-laws
Yes.
greatly, and you know, and I love, they're great family. They're some
Yes.
wonderful
Yeah.
family.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So you know, but it's true. You think about it. Survey a room the next time you go to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see a couple, 2 or 3 scowls, there's something going on that you don't know
yeah,
about.
something. I mean, it's just when you see your only child
Yes.
smiling ear to ear, just the joy,
Yeah.
complete happiness in her face, and throughout the
it.
whole night,
Complete happiness.
complete
Complete
happiness.
happiness.
And just being free, being herself.
Yeah.
And when you see her husband, that now he's like pushing her to be like to shine,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But she tickled me with the wedding gown with the white tennis shoes. Boy, that did tickle the hell out of me. When she came out of that church, she got comfortable as hell. She put them white tennis shoes on. It was on after that. And she was bouncing around everywhere and stuff like that. And there was no bridezilla moments in there.
No.
All right. She was bouncing around. She was beaming. She was warm. She was kind. She was over here and she was over there. And there was hugs here and support there. But when I realized that she had on the white tennis shoes, I said, yeah, that's my kind of girl right there.
Yeah.
I ain't here to impress no damn body. I'm here to enjoy my day.
She
And
had-
she enjoyed her
she
day.
wore
She sure
her-
did.
that's her, that's who she is. And you know, she said, is it okay if I says, this is your wedding?
That's
right.
You know? She had those shoes embroidered with her new last name.
Oh,
You pop on the side.
oh, yeah. That chick, she got on tennis shoes. What the heck?
She did.
No, you see something like because the bride is taller than the groom, and it wasn't like that. She said, my day, my style.
That's right.
Deal with it, people. And that's exactly what Sabrina did. She not only that, I mean, she's lovely anyway, but she was just this amazing figure that got married, and you saw all her joy and the pleasantries that just came flowing out. And I was like, I've been around Sabrina maybe 3 or 4 times, and she's always been very nice every time. But to see her in her element, see, all you have to just sit back and it was like watching a movie. Like, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
Some of the Dina said about her, okay, that makes even more sense over there now, right? But when she was over there whooping it up with her friends, when they were dancing in the middle of the damn dance, I was like, okay, now I know where mom get it.
I mean, talk about some supportive friends that they have. I mean, some were from her elementary years, some were from her high school years, and others were from the University of Texas experience. And, you know, the vineyard over in Fredericksburg, Alexander Vineyards, was super special too.
Yeah. And that was such a amazing story.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
amazing
So
story.
Erin, her best friend, her dad owns a vineyard there. And, you know, to be closer to her friend, you know, who was a big part of that vineyard with her dad, you know, he gave her permission to have it there. This made it that much more special to us all.
Yeah. It was truly a memorable experience.
Yeah.
And I've been to many weddings, but I've never been to a wedding where you walked out feeling that good.
Everybody
you feel
felt,
good, but you really felt good. It's like
it
all
was the right
whole
thing.
experience washed over you and stuff like that. So no,
It was truly an experience.
it was.
you know,
It was.
and,
It was.
I mean, if you can make it through the church service, though, you know.
Well, you know, I'm a backsliding Catholic, so I already know it.
Yeah.
My first 2 weddings was Catholic weddings.
And then Father Steve, who married my daughter, happened to be on Jeopardy a couple of months before.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
He
a
was like,
contestant.
ooh,
Yeah.
father.
Yeah, Father Steve. So the young girls were like, Father Steve.
Yeah. And look at and Father Steve had a cocktail too when he rolled up through there. Okay, he did. He
Father
rolled right
Steve
in.
was
He rolled
cute.
right through.
Everybody was eyeing Father Steve.
Yeah, he had a cocktail too. I said, "Yep, they're like JP.
Yeah.
They're like JP. JP, like what? What makes you think I don't drink?"
What a great evening. And
There you
I
go.
will always remember that time.
Jimmy. So we're gonna take a break. Come back for our final segment of this Saturday, November the 16th, 2024, and pay some bills.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Are you a Texas real estate professional looking for a better title company experience? One without the headache or poor customer experience? At Open Title Texas, our mission is to make the closing process as stress-free and efficient as possible for everyone involved. With an attorney leading our mission, we understand the importance of accuracy in all aspects of the title process. At Open Title Texas, we believe that our attention to detail and unwavering dedication to customer service is what sets us apart in the title industry. And we're not just a title company. We're a growth and business development agency. We're designed to elevate the future business of our clients, done through collaboration and exclusive programs to increase opportunities for clients and partners. Open Title of Texas, opening the door to home ownership. Reach out today at open-title.com.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Yeah, no, the middle girl.
Oh,
Okay, we're back. This is the final segment of the Real Estate U Show on this Saturday, November the 16th, 2024, in the year of our Lord. No windows. I'm good. There's no windows. I'm good. So we've been talking about second homes. We've been talking about vacation homes. We've been talking about real estate in general. And we've been talking about family as well. All right?
Right.
Because you can't get to the home buying process without family. You really can't. Be it your professional family, or be it your blood family, or be it your external family that you welcome in. But you can't get through the home process without them. You need that support. See, everybody thinks buying a home is just financial. No, you need positive energy.
Yeah.
You need support from family and friends. You need encouragement.
Yeah.
To get to the point of buying a home, because it's a really, really
it's
fearful.
it's a scary thing, especially, the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
You're doing the biggest investment in your life,
That's right.
Yeah.
and it's scary. So I think it's very important to have family and the professional family also,
Right,
somebody
exactly.
that you feel comfortable and you're able to speak those fears.
Because when you look at if like, for instance, somebody wants to buy a home and they say, look, I want to buy a home near downtown Houston where all the amenities and the walking areas are. And so then I said, well, you need to call Dina Ramos at Platinum One Properties. Why would I want to call Dina Ramos at Platinum One Properties? It's a very easy question for me to answer. Knowledgeable, professional, is going to take care of your interest. What do you mean take care of my interest? Most agents look out for their own interest. That's what you have to take into account.
That's true.
They look out for their own interest. I can't tell you how many times when I got phone calls from agents when I worked for a builder years ago, you got a BTSA?
Oh, yeah.
First thing out of your mouth. Well, aren't you calling to see if we have the right product for your client? I even ask agents, like, so let me get this straight. This is about you or this is about them? Wow. Because I see agents rush into the house before the client gets in there and they ask the question. You got to be.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? So no matter if I have the perfect house for what your client wants, if I don't give you a BTSA, you're gonna take them down the street. You have like, but see, you don't have that with Dina Ramos. What you have is somebody who is recognizing your wants, your needs, your desires, because taking care of you, she gets introduced to everybody you know. But if she's only taking care of herself, you're not going to introduce her to anybody.
That's right.
That's what makes Dina special
Thank
in the
you.
real estate
Thank you
industry.
for that. I really appreciate you recognizing that. And I feel like, everybody that closes with me in my office is a longtime friend.
Yes.
We have a relationship, and I'm helping people's children now
Yeah.
get into
Right.
homes. And that's a great feeling to be in this business that long.
Yeah.
And doing honest business is hard to do
Yeah.
with it, sometimes not because you don't want to, because people around you are, pushing different agendas and stuff like that. And when you hold strong to your values and
Yes.
pass it on to your clients, they remember you.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
you
sure do.
Absolutely do. And see, so being different, credible, having integrity in this business are valuable resources. Well, Dina's going to take care of you. I'm only interested in the check clearance. Because if you want to go to lunch after that transaction's over with, go with Dina, because I'm not buying
Right.
But in all seriousness, you have to look at the people you are working with. Seriously. You have to look at the people you're working with. Because, as I say all the time, when did the truth become a bad thing? I think people truly want to hear the truth. They might be upset,
Yeah,
but I believe they want to hear the truth.
I do
All
think so
right.
too.
So when I say something to you like, so you don't have no mirrors in your house, I'm just being truthful that you shouldn't have came out looking like that. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard him say that to people. I mean, he ain't playing. You think he's playing around today? There's no joking.
No, it's true like that. So basically, how you gonna represent me looking like that? Okay.
As a matter of fact, he told me one time. But I don't remember that. I think it was some shoes I had. I'm not really sure. Looking down, I was like, oh, yeah. He's right.
But think about it. You want people to represent your interests. You want people to represent your professionalism. You want people to represent your world view, not your world opinion, your
Right.
world view, because people are looking at you and how you do business. Because if you do business shady, everybody that's associated with you, they're going to think those people do business shady.
Right.
So that's why it's best to be clear, honest, and concise in your representation. And that's what you have in Dina Ramos and Jennifer Nina. Me, I'm in the back waiting for the check to click because I don't have to deal with people at all. So because I can never be a realtor because you got to be nice to people all day long. That's just too much pressure on me. Then with being a lender still, you got to understand they little qualm. I ain't looking to be your rabbi, your counselor, your babysitter, nothing. Don't call me for nothing. Is the paperwork in? I'll call you when we clear it out, okay? So that's why they got me in the back away from all the people.
Yes. What I love about what Jennifer's done for several of our clients is gotten them into homes, and lo and behold, she done talked to the home builder, finagled the numbers, and and everybody was happy at the end of the day. And it's like, how in the world? But it wasn't your standard deal that was on the table for everybody. She just wanted to know what the bottom line was for the
Right.
builder. And then with that bottom line in mind, she worked those numbers and did her magic. And, they were at the closing table and, looking at everything. I was like, wow, okay, that was, something I hadn't thought about or what have you. But that's when you're dealing with somebody who's experienced,
Right.
has been through several different scenarios of difficulty for clients. So she's seen it before. And that's what makes it so like, oh, yeah, I know how to deal with this because I've done this before.
Right.
And that's what makes it refreshing for me, because the last thing I want to do is step over
Yeah.
into another lane
Yeah.
I don't even know about, so I'm not going to do that.
And my attitude has always been, I know just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know the process, but I don't want to know the intricacies.
Well, and you
And that's what
shouldn't.
exactly.
A realtor should not be stepping over and acting like they know everything about lending. Even if they know a general idea of what's
Right.
happening, you really don't know what's really happening.
Same with the appraisal process.
Yeah.
Okay. Your job, send me the comps over. If you got a problem with the number, just send me the comps over.
Mhm.
Step out of the way and let me do my job. That's what I tell when the inspector, if you're not gonna get in the attic with your flashlight, crawl around in the attic, I need you to sit down some damn where and let me do my job.
Yeah.
That's the inspector's job. But you have these agents out there, they want to be all things to these people, but what they're really trying to say is, look how important I am.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not that important. Your job was to find the home, make them happy, and let the process begin.
Let the professionals do on
There you
each
go.
side of
There you
the,
go.
right,
There
the
you go.
coin work for it. And this goes back to what we're talking about. If your parents or, aunt and uncle, whoever it is that are being called upon to support the new home buyer in their process, it's not your job to become an inspector
No.
or to, feel that you need to, again, tear the house apart. That is part of the home buying process. Any home that's not new is, and even the new homes, they do through an inspection will
Yeah.
come up with some stuff.
Mhm.
But any pre-owned home will not be 100%
Perfect.
perfect. And so it's not going to happen.
Hell, new homes are not perfect.
Exactly.
they're not.
So I'm just reminding people, because we've had this happen a couple of times this year where family members have come along to help these first-time buyers make a decision and basically just shot out a really great home
Mhm.
Right.
by downing it so hard. So
Oh yeah, I've heard stories like that. You gonna buy this house?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I've actually heard somebody say that. Oh, and like, right, me being, so why don't you like this house? I would never live here. You're not the one buying it.
Yeah.
You're not the one buying it. Why are you sitting there pouring water on their fire?
Mhm.
That's always, the people have to also be careful who they look for that advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's routing for you.
No, they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So I've had, it's like he's my number one fan and I can joke with him, every day, tell him something about my deal. But there's some people I won't dare because it's like you see their face change, like, oh, she's doing this.
Yeah.
And it's just bad juju. I just,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and think about, in this profession, this is about taking care of people's dreams. Yes, they're talking about their dreams. Why would you want to diminish their dream, or why would you want to create a scenario where you created a nightmare for them?
Mhm.
And so that shows me your evil intent right there.
Yeah.
Like somebody tried to tell me one time about our show. They said something about the show. I said, you do realize we have multiple channels that we're on. So don't look at my show through a box. You have to look at the show through its entirety. I can show you numbers of the value of our show,
Mhm.
but you're so caught up in this one thing that you see that the things you can't see,
Right.
that's why you're a fool. That's why you're a fool. All right. And then take into account what you do versus what I do. All right. And so what do you mean by that? You have no decision-making capacity whatsoever. But I've heard you down everybody in every profession that you come around because of that very reason.
Mhm.
And the reason you have no decision-making capacity, because of your negativity.
Yeah.
Your negativity. There's positivity costs you nothing.
Yep.
Yep.
Professionalism costs you nothing. But go negative and go unprofessional, it'll cost you
Everything.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. So when we reach out to you with our humor, when we reach out to you with our stories, when we reach out to you and share our experiences, these are to introduce you to us and who we are. All right. I have had no problem whatsoever. Like, yeah, we love him, but we want to kill him half the time too, because of stuff that come out of his mouth. I've heard that in my face and in the emails and text messages and everything else. I've even had people I used to work for, they love you. I said, yeah, but they also want to kill you. Do you know that too? I said, yes, I do. Why do you think I walk out of here with my back up against the wall?
That's where the moonwalk kink got created.
Okay.
I'm trying to get out of here safely. What's wrong with you? Yeah, but see, when you have people who you've let in to get to know you, they know you're not being offensive. They know you're just being you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being the best part of yourself is being truthful to who you are. We were graced this earth with life and blessed with friends and family who support us unconditionally. Now, do they want to run us over in the parking lot periodically? Of course they do. But that is called life.
Right.
And our mutual friend, LaDonna Parker, says it best. We are all perfectly imperfect. That's the dynamic that we work with here at the Real Estate Youth Show. So I'm E.L. Crane, joined by Nina Ramos, Platinum One Property, Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending, and I'm with Open Title Texas. We thank you for joining us this week. We'll be back next week. And then they don't know it. We're going to take off the whole month of December because our new Real Estate Youth Show website will be finished, complete, yay,
Yes.
with a TV screen, everything in the show. I met with him yesterday, so we're going to take off the whole month of December. That's not for you. But see, what I said and what she heard to their thing, what I said to me means she'll cook breakfast every Saturday morning. That's what I said. That's what she should have heard right there.
Okay, I'll be good. And Jennifer's a coffee ready coming up.
There you go.
Breakfast
She
going
was
on.
breakfast at the Love Crane House.
Happen to be there.
Yeah, but we're going to take off December. We're going to enjoy our family and friends for the month of December. We're going to be prepared for our rollout in January, the first Saturday in January. I think that's the 4th or the 5th. We'll have our new website, and content will be released all throughout the month of December about the new website, the new show format. We're going to 2 o'clock in January, but the 1 to 2 o'clock hour will be the builder hour. I'll be here with the builder hour, and these ladies will be out there getting a check somewhere. But the thing is, we appreciate your support, we appreciate your love, and we appreciate you working with us. Have a great week. Tell the people bye, people.
Happy bones.
I want you to put this on your next album.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's called Matchbox.
Alrighty. I'm listening.
Yeah, I wonder will a Matchbox hold
Hold
my
my
clothes.
clothes.
Matchbox ain't about that big.
Right.